Hi, everybody. It's Vanessa here from Awakening Energy Events. We are live for episode 9 of the virtual holistic healing fairs, and we have 4 amazing vendors to share with you, featured wellness vendors. And first up, we have Melaleuca. It's going to be Anne Marie joining us. So thank you to everybody who's tuning in today, and let's get started. Hi, Anne.
Hi, thank you. Thank you for this opportunity.
Welcome.
I'm so excited to be able to share.
Perfect. You're going to let us know who you are and what you're all about
Yes,
and what Melaleuca
yes,
is. Awesome.
absolutely, absolutely. So I am a registered nurse and have been for many years, and I'm also an educator and was involved in academics for a number of years as well. But I'm going to be leaving the traditional healthcare system to follow my passion. So my name is Anne Marie McAllister, and my passion is supporting families, busy families who crave healthy options but are frustrated by the choices that they're offered in the traditional grocery stores. The products that they're finding in the grocery stores are laden with caustic chemicals and toxins, and it's been really difficult for them to find healthy options. So, Melaleuca.com. When we introduced our families to Melaleuca.com, they were surprised and amazed and almost blown away because it said, "Where has this been all my life? Where has this been?" Well, the company's been around for 35 years, and it has arrived at this perfect time right now because it is the North America's largest online wellness shopping club, and I call it the best kept secret because not many people know about it. So that's why I was so thrilled, Vanessa, to come on and share, because what we have found has transformed the families that we've introduced it to. It's transformed their lives, mostly by having peace of mind. There are over 500 products which people can't even believe that you can have delivered right to your door. So I wanted to show you a couple things. This one is the most popular right now because it's a botanical disinfectant. So you can imagine right now when people are looking at disinfecting everything, trying to find something without ammonia, without bleach, without formaldehyde, phthalates, parabens, trying to find something on the market that isn't causing more damage to your family and their health, especially their lungs and what people are breathing. So to find botanical products that we can use on our counters and then to be able to eat right off the counter after because it's made from nature. The other thing you can imagine right now, this is my baby one out of my purse, but there's big ones. This is the hand sanitizer. And Melaleuca had the foresight months ago is for whatever reason stocked up on all of the ingredients they needed to make really good cleaning products and disinfectant and the hand sanitizer that's made botanically as well. Some of the other things that are really awesome that people would never know if you'd heard about Melaleuca years ago, maybe your grandmother used to buy something, but it also has coffee. So ethically and ethically grown, and they pay their farmers a living wage to get actually teas. I get all my herbal teas and coffee delivered right to my door, which is really amazing. The other thing Melaleuca has that we get every month are all of our vitamins. This brand's called Vitality. It's just my multivite, and it is the first essential oil company in North America. This is just their Melaleuca oil. Melaleuca is an oil, Melaleuca tree, and that's where the name came from. So there's essential oils that are amazing. Incredible toothpaste. Funny story, I went to my dental hygienist before we were in lockdown, and she said, "What are you doing to your teeth? Because I have nothing to clean." And it's from using the all natural. There's no ground up glass like Crest has. It's just natural, and it's got essential oils in it as well. And my teeth have never felt better. There's also two full lines of skincare and makeup. So people are loving that. When I first switched to Melaleuca, the things under my counter, are under my sink. The stuff that I had to take to the dump was unbelievable when I started to read all of the chemicals and the formaldehyde and all of the phthalates and parabens that were in the products I was using before. So I'm thrilled to be able to find not only skincare, but also makeup, best mascara in the world. But one thing that's pretty amazing is none of the products have to have a child-proof lock. This is the toilet bowl cleaner, and no child-proof locks, because in 35 years, there's never been a call to poison control. Because of the nature of the products, they're made naturally. There's no harm. I don't recommend drinking the toilet bowl cleaner, but there's no child-proof locks on any of our products, and they've never had an issue with that. The other thing that's pretty awesome, we have a lot of friends on septics. I live in Barrie, but this is 97 loads of laundry, and there's a pump. The pump's downstairs. This isn't the one I just got yesterday delivered to my door, but it's made with enzymes. So there's no chemicals, so we get to wash with cold water. And when it goes into the septic system, it actually helps the biosphere in the septic because it's not all the chemicals that are breaking down all the biosphere. So those are just a few of the 500, but I just wanted to share. So Melaleuca has been delivering nature to front doors for over 35 years. And the reason it's melded beautifully right now with the world that we're living in, it's online, which is fantastic. It's green, which is amazing. It's manufactured in North America and delivered from the manufacturer right to your door. So it's not going through all of these different connection points like a distribution center, and now it's going to go to a store, and now it goes through these hands. So it's coming right to our door with UPS. They come with their mask and gloves. They've just been amazing. It's convenient, it's safe, and it's non-toxic, which we love. So we believe that what is returned into nature should actually be designed and created from nature. So that's kind of our a little spiel about our amazing company. And if you did want to learn more, you can see scrolling below is our email, forahealthyhouse@gmail. Every Thursday evening at 7, we just do a virtual open house. We were doing them face-to-face before every Thursday. People just come in, drop in, and now on Zoom, Thursdays at 7, we're just doing live, just talking more about it, answering questions, and seeing if it might be a fit for people. So that's kind of my whole little introduction and my passion.
That's awesome. And education is so important because we really, to trust what is in the stores, it's kind of what we were always under the impression that it was safe because it's being sold to us. But essentially, right. I mean, the cleaning products, as you mentioned, you eat off that counter after you clean it.
Right.
So education is so important, and especially giving back to the source as well. So what you're putting back. Very important.
Yes, exactly. And it's funny when I go into the grocery store, when I ever go back, even walking past the cleaning aisle, my eyes start to water because we've detoxed from all of those chemicals, so we're not used to them. It's like if you don't smoke and you walk past someone who smokes, you feel that. It's the same thing with the chemicals. Even though they're sealed up, they're still seeping out and we can still feel them. So what are they doing in our homes? So it's just been a joy to help these families.
That's perfect. Are you ready for your positive pause?
Yes, my positive pause. So I'm going to read it. I didn't memorize it, if that's okay.
Absolutely.
All right. So wellness is not a medical fix, but a way of living, a lifestyle sensitive and responsive to all the dimensions of body, mind, and spirit. And that's why we're so happy to be partnered with an online wellness shopping club.
That is wonderful. Well, thank you so much, Anne-Marie.
All of my pleasure.
Information is listed in the video if anyone wants to get a hold of you, or they can reach out to our page and I'll connect them along.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks.
All right, guys. So I'm just going through the comments. Hi, Kasia. Hi, Danny. Thanks for tuning in. And Nina. Hello, hello. Yes, she did say there was hand sanitizer in there. Perfect. So next up, we have Michelle from SpiritualFunk, and I love her pieces. I'm very excited to share her with you guys. Hi, Michelle.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Hello, everybody. Good, and you?
Good. I think we're a little delayed.
So I'm Michelle. I have a company called Sorry. Can you hear me?
Yep. I just won't say anything. I just think we're a little bit delayed.
Can you hear me? Okay, I've got a lot of static.
Do you want to maybe leave the studio and come back in and I'll put you on after?
Maybe. Let's see if hopefully I can get back in.
Okay. Yeah, we'll try that. All right. So as I mentioned many times before, it's organic and unfiltered and unscripted for the holistic virtual fairs. And just as a little pause here, for anybody that doesn't know, I coordinate the holistic healing fairs across Ontario, and normally they're physical. You can come and attend them. This is just a virtual aspect that we've offered. So I think what we'll do is we will go to Laura Kelly, and we're going to bring her on here. She's with White Kanvas. Hi, Laura.
Hey, Vanessa. Great to be here with you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for joining us.
So I'm excited to be here. I was introduced to you by Bernie from Remedium, and she's a lovely lady. So I'm excited to be here. My name's Laura Kelly, and my business partner and I, we have the business called White Kanvas. I live in Aurelia, Ontario, and she actually lives in New York City. And what's beautiful about White Kanvas is that it's actually an online coaching business. So we do all personal development. So there's something special about White Kanvas, and I actually got introduced to this work during my personal journey. My personal journey started about 8 years ago when I lost my mom to cancer. And I was so lost. I didn't know who I was. I was trying to figure myself out. And so I was doing all this different work. I was doing all this personal development. You could call me like a personal development junkie. And amongst this journey, I had another business, and there was just something missing in that business, but I wasn't sure what it was. And then when I discovered that the problem that I was having was actually myself, that's when everything changed. So we all have limiting beliefs that we have inside of ourselves. So for me, my biggest dominant one was I'm not smart enough. And it still comes in once in a while, like it came in before I actually got on here today. So the whole I'm not smart enough, because when I was younger, I actually had a stuttering problem, and I was in special ed. And then throughout my entire life, I lived with I'm not smart enough. So it caused me to believe that I had this anxiety inside myself, had me stopped. And then when I found this type of work, that's when I started working on myself, and I could actually let go all of those limiting beliefs so that I could be free to be and create. So we work with a lot of leaders, entrepreneurs, and whatever it is that you're creating for yourself and you feel like you're stopped, there's a barrier, all we have to do is look at it. And it's something from the past. So we can actually let go of that, strip it all away, and then you can actually create an invented life from a blank slate. So if you look in the mirror at yourself, and you're having a constant conversation with yourself, would you tattoo the words that you say to yourself on your skin? And we are so hard on ourselves. I'm not pretty enough. I'm not good enough. I'm too fat. So we're having these conversations, and when we can stop that internal chatter, anything is possible. So what we do at White Kanvas is we strip away those limiting beliefs so you can live an invented life and free of anxiety. And I was gonna share something. So as human beings, we're humans that are doing. So ontological work is the study of being. So when we can be with something, then we can let go of all those things. So we're humans that do. So we do all the time. And right now there's a lot of uncertainty. A lot of people are experiencing uncertainty. So because we're actually stuck in our homes, we're not working, we're not, as busy as we used to be. So what we do at White Kanvas is we actually hold space for you to have that breakdown, which is so uncomfortable because we actually run away from when we're about to have a breakdown. So when you can have that breakdown, then you can have that breakthrough, which is amazing. And it's so you discover things about yourself that you've never seen. This type of work, to be honest, is very confronting. You're going to see things about yourself that you might not like, but I promise you there's freedom on the other side. So the services that we offer at White Canvas are we have a membership community. I like to call it like a gym membership for your mind. You know how you go to the gym every month or whatever? Well, it's important that we work on our brains too. So a gym membership for your mind. And what we do there is we have one-on-one group coaching calls 3 times a month. We have the community, and then also we have our one-on-one coaching, which has totally changed my life. And that's where we can complete from our past, totally complete from our past, let go of the past, and then create what it is that you desire. And we also have retreats as well. So we have a yearly retreat. We were supposed to have one the beginning of April, but unfortunately that got canceled in Arizona. So we will be having one probably in the new year. So I believe that was everything. Do you have any questions or anything, Vanessa?
I love that you've built a community, and especially the virtual aspect of it is powerful on and off the pandemic as well. So being able to continue that with a busy lifestyle and then have that community base is still really powerful, and more so now.
Yes, exactly. And that's what is so great about White Canvas too, is it's all online. Everybody is comes from the comfort of their own home. And what's really cool is that you meet people from all over the world. We have a member from Ireland. We have people from Germany, from Mexico, from the United States, from Canada. And, we're all better together. And when we can cause that ripple effect, when we actually take the responsibility, work on ourselves, we can change other people's lives. And this is what life's all about,
That's perfect.
Yeah.
Are you ready for your positive pause?
Sure.
Right.
Yes. So the quote that I have here is, "Be the change you wish to see in the world," by Gandhi. I believe that when, like I said, when we take that responsibility, be the change that you want to be for others, we can make an impact and a difference. And there's never, right now is such a great time. And to know that we only have right now, we don't have, next year, we don't have the past. It's let's bring ourselves right into the now. And that's what I have. And I also just wanted to share too, that right now with everything going on with the pandemic, people at home in the uncertainty, if they want to reach out, I'm offering 45-minute free support calls to be there for you. And we can see if we can help you through this experience.
We have all of your contact information listed in the episode up at the top. We do have a comment here from Bernie. She says, "I look forward to our calls, highlight of my day. Even when there are times I'm uncomfortable, it's very meaningful and healing." So,
love it. Well, Bernie's a wonderful contribution to White Canvas.
Great.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us. We are going to go on to the next one, but again, you're going to have all of your information listed, and you're wonderful. Okay. Thank you.
Thanks, Vanessa.
All right. I see Michelle just came in and came out again. So let's see if we can get this working. Hello.
I know I'm in and out, and then I get static and not. So let's give it a shot.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm Michelle from SpiritualFunk. I'm a collage artist. I've been on my journey for about 6 years with SpiritualFunk, and I dove into this. I went through a change in my life, and I dove into my creativity. So out of that came SpiritualFunk. So I am a collage artist. I do a variety of modalities. I do whatever I'm inspired to do. I have a few pieces to show you today. I'm available online. I will be adding a lot more pieces as we're going through this change. And I have oracle cards, and I have oracle cards, art cards, books, anything relating to wellness and spirituality. I'll show you a few pieces. The pieces that I made are made with love and intention. So each has a symbol. It's with an intention and a card in the back as to what each symbolic piece means. So what I'll do take you on a little, let's see how this is going to work. 1 second. Oh, no, I had myself around. Hang on a second.
Yeah.
Here we go. Everything's going so slow. There we go. All righty. So what I'm going to do is I'll just through a few pieces. This is a floral piece that I've made with crystals. And then as we go up here, I have these crystal plaque pieces. So this one in particular is raising your heart vibration and manifesting love. And then we go up here and we have the Hamza and the black twine. It's good for protection. And this piece here, we can all read. Yes, we have lots of soup. This okay?
I think it. Oh, there. It's just a little bit. My goodness, I can't think of the word. A little bit lagging, but I can see that now. I'm a woman. What's your superpower? Love it. Now there's the kitty on the screen.
I can hear you, Vanessa. So
you're not.
I'm not sure. I can hear you, so I'm just going. Yeah, it's cutting out a lot. I don't know why. Here we go. Can you hear me okay?
Yep. I don't know if you can hear me, but we can.
Okay. So these are some of the hanging pieces I make. Also, same thing. They're made with intention and recycled fabrics. And I think the camera, I'm sorry. I think the whole thing I can tell you about the pieces I make, I really make it with love and intention and to help people. I find a lot of the time people are, I'm going to turn my around here, finding is with my pieces and feel a connection. I'm trying to turn myself around again. I'm so slow. There we go. Okay, I'm going to be your biggest blooper yet.
That's okay. That's all good.
Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you.
Anyway, I'm not going to hear everything I said. I just want to let you know that I have these things available. You can follow me on Instagram and see some of my work there. And as I said earlier, I will be bringing more online as we move forward. And I think this is really a time of reflection for everybody, for really diving into themselves, playing with some of their oracle cards, just diving into yourself, seeing what you're all about. I think it really is important to do that right now.
Perfect. Are you ready for your positive pause?
This shall pass is one of my favorite sayings, because anytime we're going through some difficulty, I always say this too shall pass in time, and it always does.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much, Michelle. Okay. Bye.
Okay. Bye.
All right. So the connection was a little bit spotty there, but I could speak to her pieces. They are beautiful, unique. Her website and all of her details are listed in the description of this video. If you want to take a peek around, she does create wonderful pieces that I've never really seen anything like them before. But again, it's an unscripted live video, so we're bound to have some technical issues. So next up, we have Anne and Bill from Clearly Conscious. Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. So I'm Anne.
And I'm Bill. And we met each other on April Fool's Day.
At a trade show.
At a trade show, 2012. Divine connection, that is for sure. And we're grateful for you hosting this. We have traveled together for over 8 years across Canada.
So we've done hundreds and hundreds of shows.
Hundreds of trade shows.
Which is why we like yours.
So kind of refreshing to be doing it from our home in Toronto in the moment. So a little bit of history. What has shown up in our lives was unique technological solutions to help create coherent vibrational fields and help people let go of fears and limiting patterns and thoughts. What's interesting, especially at this time, as you can imagine, if thoughts are energy, the hundreds and millions of new thoughts that are being birthed every day on this planet, and not all of them necessarily positive. And so what we've been blessed with and granted is various different solutions. So we are far more experiential based. So we're going to play with that a little bit live today for those that are listening at the end of the call to give you a sample. But what we have been blessed with is tools that can be used in person, but also remotely, frequencies, and very unique vibrational tools. This is the family behind it. And there's a new baby on the top called the Infinity Series, which my beautiful partner and I and others are actually birthing in the basement.
We're literally manufacturing them as we speak.
As we speak, there's somebody downstairs helping us out because that production hasn't stopped. We've been blessed with a community from primarily in Canada and other parts of the globe where we've gotten together and done remote group sound sessions. You'll get a sample of that today, where we've been working with people still one-on-one. We started that over a year ago on Zoom, never imagining that it would be heightened, where people are looking to accelerate, where we can combine remote-based technologies and then what we would call is soul-to-soul connections.
It's a little different.
It's a little different. We'll do that in the positive pause today. So that's kind of a sample of who we are and what we share.
It feels like so you'll witness it. What happened with the technologies in my life after I started 11 years ago is my consciousness opened, and so I'm not really sure, or nor do I pretend to know what that all means. But what happens is when you open your consciousness, you feel everything. So you feel all the thoughts and all the energy that's going on. And for those that are like me who don't understand that that's what it's like, this can be a really confusing time. Because when you open consciousness, instead of hiding an open consciousness, you just sense all the lies and so you never know what the truth is. You just know that there doesn't seem to be an underlying truth in our consciousness in the moment. So we tend to use these times to explore things to make our lives, let's call it calmer, happier. And we've had this privilege to be able to use technologies that allow us to focus more on the expansion of who we are than on the retraction of it. And so... Or
I would say rather than the distraction.
The distraction.
The distraction. Yeah, exactly. I like that even better. Who knew?
It's kind of this idea that you can use things like your voice and augmented and married with technologies to create frequencies that are specifically for you. So this is not about just listening to a generic frequency. So that's one of the things we do.
The other is today you'll get a sample as we can then take those tones or frequencies even remotely and then amplify their impact by running them through instruments. These particular instruments here originally came into our lives from quantum sound therapy. And then 8 or 10 years later, we're developing or augmenting additional ones. So why would instruments like these be important? Because everything is energy and everything is vibration. And not all on the planet in the moment is coherent. In our simple language, we would say it's not all love. And let's not make that out to be a good or bad thing. I mean, we all signed up for the ride, right? It's like the best ride of our lives, woohoo! And some days it's like you're at the top of the coaster, and other days you're on the bottom and you're not so sure why you came here, but that's a different discussion. And so what's happened over time is for those that are seeking greater growth, greater connection to the soul, is vibrational, unique technologies leveraging sound have been brought onto the planet during a time of technology. Kind of funny given what we're doing right now, right? All from our own homes, leveraging technology for connection and growth, but we do it differently. And we do that to allow the souls that are choosing to embody greater aspects of themselves into the human form by accelerating the process of letting go by using sound. So that's kind of the nutshell of what we do and share. Is there anything else that comes to mind before we go to the positive pause?
No.
that means the positive pause is going to have a unique moment. And then we talked about playing some of the frequencies if you were up for it.
Absolutely. So did you want to do the positive pause and then the frequency?
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
If we're up for that.
Yeah, there you go. So positive pause.
My positive pause would be unique, and then he will tag team. Dokana shirina nakari eto. Makinina chutero. Nankari efoko. Nakara eshitonda ye. Akampi dara a. Ana indre eshita. Dokana in tontonda ya.
And you chose to be human. You knew this was coming. You see, you chose a timeline and a reality that has maximum possibility of expansion. Oh, yes, you have days where you wonder why you are human. You have days where you know you are not human. But you see, this is the time that you get to make change. Now, how does one do this? You're cooped up in your homes. How do you change? You see, you change by choosing to put your mind into a consciousness of expansion of love. You can choose your TV, you can choose your Netflix, and you have many channels. We suggest simply you get to choose. You see, as a human, you understand the thought that you can control that little black remote in your hand. But you sometimes forget that you can control and you can allow that beautiful mind and consciousness of yourself to expand into its natural state, that which is love. So, which channel? See, which channel? It is not about losing control of your life. It is about gaining, let us say, a direction, setting the intention to have your life be filled with love. You don't need to define it now. You set the direction, just like when you take a bow and arrow and you aim it at a target and you let go and you see the arrow moving through the air. It was you who set the direction at the start. We simply suggest to you, you chose to be here. Now choose to be loved. That which is what you are. Be at peace.
That was beautiful. I'm going to go off the screen. Let me know when you guys are finished, for if you wanted to do the sound sample. I'm going to just cue me when you're ready, okay?
Okay, sure. So hold on, we're going to give you a little bit of lead in to what you're about to hear
After I pause
after we
this,
pause.
there.
So what we're going to do is just play frequencies. Normally the frequencies are 24 minutes in length, but we'll only stay on for 10 or 15 minutes. Once we're complete, we'll cue Vanessa. But I would say listen in and tune in. If this aspect really appeals to you, we can gift you these tones and even that discussion or another one that came out of an event last weekend simply by messaging us. Or I can post here afterwards the specific location. So you can actually download the full set of these frequencies and play with them from your house or on your phone or from your speakers. Simply reach out and we can share how. So we're just going to listen in for 10, 15 minutes. We're going to close our eyes. You don't have to. You can just lay down or pause. But these are frequencies created from the voice from a group event we hosted on Zoom last Friday from people across Canada, designed and specifically focused on an affirmation around love. So let's play. We're going to jack it up as much as we can. So we're going to pause there. Vanessa, you're welcome to join us. We're going to continue, though, playing those frequencies for the duration in the background, even when we continue. And for those that are listening, happy to gift them. You just need to message us and we'll tell you.
That's wonderful. And just so we all understand too, so you would take someone's voice and use them into a vibration to help heal them. And through
We would put it like a symphony orchestra designed specifically for you to help teach, train, or embody the human form to stay more naturally in balance using sound. And then we can amplify them by playing them through the instruments that people choose in different ways.
This is where we said when we do what we joyfully or comically call coaching sessions, we actually combine all of what you just witnessed. We use the person's voice, so they have a set of frequencies on their laptop or cell phone to listen to when they're stressing out or having a problem. And then she does light language or whatever that is. And then the team comes through and gives personalized messages. So we don't even really want to call them coaching sessions because we don't have a frickin' clue what the agenda is. It's not ours.
We would call it more soul to soul coaching,
communication.
And helping that come more strongly through.
That's wonderful. Well, thank you so much, guys. It is truly a beautiful gift that you can give someone or give yourself to use the audio, and especially having it customized. But I have all of your information listed in the top of this video for people to connect with you. But thank you so much for joining.
Thank you. Much love, everyone.
Much love. Thanks for doing this.
Welcome. All right, guys. So thank you to everybody who's watched us all the way until now. My positive pause. I had it before. Everything is positive, really. Okay. So I have some dear friends that had advised me during my healing journey that I was guided and protected. So to share with all of you, especially in this time of uncertainty, and we really don't know which way is up or down or what the next step is, what next week will bring, feel okay and feel safe with letting go of the wheel. Let go of the steering wheel. You don't have to have all control of it. Just trust the steps that you're taking, that you're guided and protected. If things aren't working out, sometimes, as they say, pieces fall apart to fall together perfectly. So if things are being removed from your life, if things aren't going your way, trust that you're being guided to the next step, and the step that's going to, in turn, create a new life for you, because we really are given an opportunity to change everything that we're presented with right now. It's kind of a clean slate. So, I mean, if you're choosing to sit right now in a little bit of a more negative space, use this as an opportunity to shift everything that you have within you. Of course, it's okay to have the low times. We all do. And especially with this time of uncertainty and everything going on, it's easy to get caught up in it, but bring yourself back to center, let go of the steering wheel, and look for the silver lining in everything as you continue. So this is episode 9, the final episode 9. I think we're going to continue. We're going to have a couple more. We are looking for more wellness businesses to join us. So again, this is not geared specifically to holistic healing fair vendors. Originally it was, because the physical fairs have been removed, but the door is open. We're a community. You can actually be anywhere in the world as long as you offer something virtually to the viewers, you guys. So feel free to send the page Awakening Energy Events a message if you'd like to be featured on here. We were running them every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Depending on if there's not enough vendors, you may not see it that day. I'll try and put up a post, but we're going to continue. Like, I could definitely have some people in here offering workshops, or like Ann and Bill just beautifully did, being able to fill in some time and share just amazing things with you guys. So thank you so much to everybody who's tuned in today. Much appreciated. I don't know if it's snowing where you are. I keep looking out the window because it's a whiteout outside. It's hard to believe, but it's okay. It just makes it nice and cozy, time to reflect, and tune in next time we're live. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Take care.